Okay, now that we created our table in Access 2016 using SQL, let's add information into our database. So let's exit out and go to Create, Query Design, Close, and go to SQL View in the lower left right-hand corner. To insert information into our table, we use the Insert Into, and we have to identify the table. So it's Customer Table. Open parentheses. And our first field in the database was customer ID. So we're going to use 1, comma. And the second field was first name in parentheses, in parentheses, comma, then last name, address, and I forgot to put the parentheses here. Address, city, and I'll just make up a state, and a zip code, and customer since was our last field. So in quotes, and use the hyphen, and hyphen, or in quotes, and in the parentheses, and semicolon. Now let's run the database, run the query, design, run. Now if it works, it should say you are about to append 1 row. And sure enough, it does. So let's check our table. And Barney indeed is in our database. So to add more individuals into our database, just change this, because you have to change the ID field. And we'll use Betty. And we'll just change this. And design and run the database for the query. And sure enough, it is. Betty is in our database. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here, and I'm going to add some more customers into our database. Okay, now that I have a couple customers into our database using SQL, I have 5 current customers in our database. Let's say I wanted to add a field, and I want to add it right here, and I'll show you how to do that in SQL. But first, let's close this query and save it. And I'll call this the insert queue. And it pops up over here. So let's do a new query so we can add more fields. So create, query design, close, and let's go to SQL view. To add new fields to a table, we have to alter the customer table. And we have to identify it. And let's say I want to add last purchase. And we will make this a date field. And design. And run the query. And it doesn't even show a message or anything, but let's take a look at our table. And last purchase. And sure enough, it is a date field. So let's say after a while we decided not to use that. Let's delete the last purchase field. And to do that is you just use the drop. Design and run the query. Let's take a look at the customer table. And sure enough, the last purchase was dropped. So definitely be careful when you use the drop. So in this database, or in this video, we inserted customers into our database, we added a field, and we dropped a field.